Alright, this is part two, guys. I'm probably gonna talk for maybe 30 minutes. Sorry, guys, I can't do a full video anymore. You're gonna have to get used to the 1 hour videos. I just can't do a full video anymore. I'll wait. Maybe in a couple weeks, I'll have more energy and I'll do full videos. But I don't get paid for this. So please keep in mind, guys, I don't get paid for this. I'm making videos for free. That's why I'm not motivated to make long videos anymore, because I don't get paid for this. I speak for free. And I got paid for this, I would have made like 4 or 5 hour videos, man. Would have made 4 or 5 hours. I would have had a nice professional setup, everything. But you guys lock the doors. I mean, you got you deserve. It's so bad that even guys like John Campy, Robin McNair want to quit their jobs and work for me. I wish Ivan can. I wish I could just work for Ivan. Ivan paid me my $200,000, my $400,000, yeah, a year. You know, what I'm saying, which I can easily afford, obviously. But those guys are not good for my company, as they're movie guys. You know what I'm saying, and serious people are out. I'm not hiring serious people, right? Yeah. Neil Tusa want to work for me. I wish Ivan can. I work for Ivan. Ivan pay me my $500,000, my $450,000 a year. Yeah, because they know what that. They know if they make $200,000, $400,000 a year. You know, so they know they can what. They know they can live a great life, obviously, with that money. I can do my YouTube thing on the side. I can make my $400,000 a year. They can make. They can live a great life with that kind of money. But I told you, none of those guys are good for my company. Obviously, I'm not hiring serious people. So I'm saying. Yeah, everyone around the world want to work for me, man. But I told you I'm not hiring serious people. As if I get let serious people work for my company, I will not get as good quality. And me and VJ are gonna have to look at what my team's gonna have to look at like 5, 10, 50,000. Like my team doesn't have time to look at all that. To take the stress off my team, you put out an ad. I want the crewman who worked on Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. So my ads will only go out to the Hollywood unions, whatever it is. So all of the CS people who work for the movie companies, the ads don't go out to don't go out to them. They only go out to the Hollywood unions. So only the Hollywood crewmen will have access to the ads, whereas the CS people will not have access to it. Because I don't want CS people working on a movie. I want to get the best movie possible. Since they are, and all Lord of the Rings crewmen all sign up. Sign me up, Ivan. They all sign up. I like within the next day or two, they all sign up. I'm saying we want to work for you, Ivan, and I'm saying you fly them in the first year and the second year, and they sign their contracts. Obviously, Sarah, they sign their contracts. Obviously, they sign their contracts. They sign their contracts. Sarah, they sign their contracts. Obviously, after this video, I'm gonna go to the store get beer and smokes. I have enough to get beer and smokes until the end of the month. For the next like 2 weeks, like I have like seven like 50 to blow. And I also get another check too, which I won't touch until like early January. My welfare check I'm gonna get. I also get my Christmas gifts, my money for Christmas, obviously. Towards the end of the year, I'll probably see Avatar 2 Way of the Water and maybe Wakanda Forever. I might do a marathon that day. I'll watch two movies. Watch Wakanda Forever first, and I'll watch Avatar 2 afterwards. I might bust a hole and watch it. Or I can watch it on my TV. We'll see what happens, obviously. Yeah. Avatar 2 is coming out, guys. December 16th, 2 days is coming out. Avatar 2. Either coming out tomorrow or Friday. Friday the 16th, it comes out, Avatar 2. So I recommend you guys check that movie out. You're welcome to this camera promoting your movie out there. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have no idea how much buzz Zayn is have. That's gonna be crazy. We'll like buzz, man. Yeah, there's never been a movie made before where you have what like a devil wolf king, like a king who's a wolf. He's like the devil. He's a devil man. He's like a king. He's a king of the region. There's never been a movie made that before. It's a unique story. And that's why Zane's is a very unique story, honestly. The closest thing I can think of is Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. The Hobbit, you have Azog. He's like the king of the orcs, right? Kind of, right? And you have the Witch King of Agma. But the Witch King of Agma is not a major villain in Lord of the Rings. He's a minor villain in Lord of the Rings. So I'm saying he's not. The Witch King of Agma was not that scary. As I found after Fellowship of the Ring, the ring race looked a bit more cheesy, obviously. In Two Towers and Return of the King, the ring race looked a bit more cheesy. They were not as scary as the ones in Fellowship. Fellowship of the Ring had the scariest. The ring race were freaky in that movie. Sarah. Yeah, remember that scene when they walk out of the darkness and they towards the four hobbits when they're turning their heads? Yeah, think of beings like 3 times scarier than those beings. You're looking at demons and devils. Yeah, because I poured like 400 to 450 million, $460 million towards special effects. Guys, for Lord of the Rings, they only put like maybe, I don't know, 30 million maybe towards specials for that movie. 35 million maybe. They probably poured maybe about 100 million, 90 to like $100 million towards special effects for the 3 movies for Lord of the Rings. You got a movie like that. I am pouring triple that. Triple the amount. More than triple the amount. Quadruple the amount of what of Lord of the Rings, man. 400 to even $50 million towards special effects for 3 movies is like is hot. It's very very high tech, and I'm pouring like $450 million towards special effects. There's a leftover money from the budget. I'm pouring the rest of that towards special effects. Obviously, some of the money I'll save for what I'll save some of the money if I go touring. I have to save a couple $1,000,000 for the world tour to pay for the gas for the jet, to pay for the actors' hotel stay and their living and their feeding and all their limo service and all that stuff. I also have to pay for what flying all the crewmen and the cast and crew to the hotel party in Bergerac Resort, Bergerac Hotel, obviously, and flying them all back home. We have to save a bit of money, obviously. But most of that money I'm pouring towards special effects. Sarah. That's why special effects, visual effects is the most important thing, is the most important section in your movie because that's the foundation for your movie. That's what makes your movie a movie. That's what makes the world look real, the action sequences look real. The special effects are very important. The set building and cameras and all stuff are very important too, but your visual effects are like the foundation. Hence why you need to pour a lot of money towards your visual effects, obviously. Your visual special effects, Sarah. But don't have your world look too computery. That's why you got to build big sets. That way your world looks more natural. So Ivan, you relying more on practical effects? No, I'm relying more on visual effects, obviously, because you need visual effects to make your world look amazing. But you build big sets the way your world looks more natural. You got a better movie. I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to do a thing where I have the actors film in full blue screen, green screen. No. Otherwise, the Zanes will look way too cheesy, computery. It'll look amazing, but too computery. The movie won't be as good. No, have it look more natural, but also have it look very amazing. Have the balance. You have the world look too more natural, the movie will flop. Don't have it look too natural. Put a lot of money towards visual effects, obviously, but don't have it look too computer either. Have that 50-50 balance. Like those 2 pictures I posted. It looks more natural, but it looks also very amazing. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Tell Peter that the way he knows. Tell the special effects team that way. Okay, guys, I want the 50-50 balance of practical effects and special effects. Okay, I was just saying, yeah. So you don't want to look too computer, you don't want to look too natural. Yes. I don't want to look too natural. The movie will flop. I don't want looking too computery. I want the balance. So you want a lot of both. Yes. That way you tell the special guys that way they know. Tell Peter that way he knows. There. Tell Peter Jackson that way he knows, obviously. Obviously. Because even though I'm giving Peter power, I have a lot of say in some of the stuff that's going on. I'm like, Peter, even though you have full power, like I'm gonna be very very strict with some stuff. I don't want Eretat to be a full on CGI Wolfman. Ivan, he'll look amazing. Yeah, he'll look amazing, but he'll look a bit cheesy because it's full on computer graphics. I don't want Eretat to be a full. Ivan, like having Eretat full on CGI is fucking cool. Ivan, you're looking at an amazing movie for that. I'm like, yeah, it'll be amazing, but it'll look a bit cheesy computer. Like, you know how when you watch Avengers, Thanos looks very amazing, but he looks a bit cheesy because he's a computer. It's full on computer graphics. Yes, because you guys, Peter, you have to remember, even though CGI isn't makes your world look amazing, if you use too much of it, your world will look a bit computery because it's a computer technology software. And that's why you need to mix it with your practical effects. So you want Eretat wearing a mask, Ivan, and a costume, yes, and you're gonna get better acting because that actor can now imagine his surroundings. Whereas if you have full on CGI, the actor has to wear the motion capture technology, and he acts on a blue screen. He has to constantly imagine his surroundings. Some Sarah? Yeah, I don't see what you're saying. Yeah, I think it's Barry Verita wears a mask. Yes, but I'm gonna create like professional, like the best mask ever possible for Eretat and all the actors. And you're gonna get better acting from the actors because when they see Aerotech, they're actually gonna see that demonic mask, and you're gonna get better acting from John Boyega, Digimon Su, you know, I'm saying all those actors with Aerotech, because Aerotech is the voice actor is wearing a mask, obviously. Hence why you gotta have that voice actor get interviewed by a psychologist. You're gonna be playing as a psychotic devil wolf, man. You gotta. I'm gonna have a psychologist make sure you're okay. Because Heath Ledger got affected from playing the psychotic Joker, and Aerotech will make Heath Ledger's Joker look good, man. Aerotech's the devil himself. If I wore demonic mask and I played as a psychopath of a king, you can be psychologically affected. And that's why you gotta hire a psychologist to make sure, even because Peter will be staring. Yeah, Peter will be like, yeah, Ivan, I might be psychologically affected from staring at all these demonic masks every day, Ivan. Yeah, you're gonna have to direct the voice actor for Aerotech and all them too, Peter, and they're all gonna be wearing this like creepy demonic mask, which is creepy, man. Yeah, you can psychologically affect you. And that's why you gotta hire a psychologist, man, to make sure everyone's okay. There, you might even see Peter when he directs the movie. You might even see him. He's a bit off. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I gotta take a breather. You know, I'm like, Peter, what's wrong? He's like, nothing. He's like, that mask really gets to me, man. Every time I stare at that mask, I feel the evil, man, of a devil. Yeah, it's creepy shit, man. Yeah, obviously, it's creepy shit. And that's why you gotta hire a psychologist, man. That way you prevent a mental breakdown, man, on set. You don't want to have the actors have a mental breakdown on set, Sarah. You don't want that happening, obviously. Guys, I'm not kidding around. Aerotech's the walking devil himself. Look, the mask is so scary that if that mask is in your house, you wouldn't be able to sleep. You would throw it away, man. Yeah, I can't sleep with that mask staring at me. You would throw it away. You feel the evil of that mask. It's creepy, man. Yeah. Pennywise the Clown was a bit freaky in theaters when I saw it. It wasn't that scary, but it was pretty freaky in theaters when I saw it when I was in college like 5 years ago. I remember I finished class, obviously, and the theater was not too far away from the college. Obviously, it was like a 8-minute bus ride from the college. I remember I knew the It was coming out, and I got off the bus and I went to go see It. I saw It around like 4 o'clock. I finished school around 3. I saw It around 4 o'clock. Obviously, when I saw it at 4, it wasn't that packed. There was a good like 20, 30 people in the theaters, whatever it is. Yeah, I remember Pennywise the Clown was pretty freaky. That scene in the beginning where he's hiding under the drain. He's like, "Come on, kid," you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he ends up killing the kid. He bites the kid, obviously, and he ends up killing that kid, obviously. That's pretty freaky. Yeah, Aerotech will make Pennywise the Clown look good, man. Looking at the devil himself, yeah, man. I remember It had crazy buzz. I remember after the movie ended, when I saw it at the early screening around 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock around there. I remember after I watched the movie, obviously, I remember I was exiting the theater. And I saw a huge, like, massive line. Everyone was lined up to see it. You saw all the people, all these like college kids and adults are all excited for the It movie. It had crazy buzz. The first one made like $800 million. It was a big hit. The first It. Yeah, Xanos will blow that buzz out of the water. Yeah, they'll blow that buzz out of the water, obviously. So Peter, I'll pay him his $85 million base for the contract of the 4 years of Xanos, and I'll give him $450 million of the profits, or 0.6% of the Skysource film profits. Mel Gibson, I'll pay him $56 million, and I'll give him $170 million of the profits, or 0.4, whatever deal works best for the two. Obviously. But if I end up making something crazy like $30-40 million of Xanos, I will know a lot of people bought my book. I will just give Peter and Mel the flat deal. I'm not, because that way they don't rip me off. You don't want Peter walking away with like $600 million of your money. No, he's ripping you off. But chances are I will not make that. Chances are I'll make like $10 billion on my book. So give Peter the flat deal option or the royalty amount. But if I end up making only $30 billion off Xanos, Peter will make maybe $270 million off Xanos. 0.6. Hence why give him the flat deal option. Guarantee Peter will tell me, I just pay me the flat $450 million. Because he wants to make his $500 million. Yeah. I recommend you take the flat deal. Because I don't know how much money you're going to make with 0.6. You might make $300 million. You might make $100 million less. You might make $50 million more. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan, just pay him the flat $450 million. Yeah, that way you make your $500 million. And now you can pay him his $170 million. It's a good deal for him. Because Peter's greedy, he's gonna try and ask for $800 million. I'm like, Peter, man, if I give you $800 million, you're taking all the one more than half. You're taking all the share for yourself. Why do you like doing this? Why do you like taking all the pie for yourself? Ivan, because I'm fucking greedy, man. Yeah, you're greedy. Stop doing this, man. You like taking all the pie for yourself. I'm not going to do this, man. Ivan, raise your deal with Amazon, and that way you can give like 2% of your money away and give like $800 to me. I'm like, no, Peter. I'm not giving you $800 of profit. You're not worth it. You ripped me off. $450 million is enough money. You don't make this in Hollywood. These powerful directors in Hollywood don't make this money. James Cameron, Quentin Tarantino don't make this kind of money in Hollywood, Peter. And they're great, powerful directors. Sarah? Yeah, it's a deal. I don't even make this in Hollywood. Yeah, I didn't even make this for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, this is double what you made for Lord of the Rings. I gave you a good deal. I'm paying you way more for your base than what you made for Lord of the Rings and King Kong. For King Kong, you only made your 20. For Lord of the Rings, you made your 10. For The Hobbit, you probably made about 20 million, dude. I'm paying you 85 million, which is like $100 million for your base. It's a lot of money, Peter. Walk away with almost $60 million in your bank after taxes. It's a good deal for the 4 years of work, and you get your $450 million profit. And if Peter's angry, you can give him $40 million of merch if you want to keep him happy. Give him $40 million of the merch sales if you want, or the merch profits if you want for Peter. This guy's just from profits for the merch. You can give him a nice $40 million. Sign him to a $540 million deal. He walks away with maybe $18 million in his bank after taxes. A bit more money to keep him happy. $450 is not enough for you, Peter. No, Ivan. I want more, man. I want double that, man. I want $800 a year roll these items. I'm like, Peter, no, man. You're fucking greedy. I'm not going to pay you $800. You're fucking crazy. It's a deal, Ivan. I don't even make this in Hollywood. Yeah, this is a massive contract. Yeah, you're going to walk away with like $300 million plus in your bank after taxes. It's a good deal for you, Peter. But if you think about the amount of money, I don't know, the $30 billion me and VJ are going to make, you're going to feel like shit. Because $300 million compared to $30 billion is pocket change. See what I'm saying? So stop thinking about the amount of the billions you're going to make. Don't hate me. And just know that I gave you a good deal. These directors in Hollywood don't even make this kind of money, Peter. It's a deal, Ivan. That's a good deal for Peter. His agent's like, that's a good deal for Peter, Ivan. Ivan, what about the merch? Are you going to give Peter a piece of that? Oh, okay, are you really that greedy? Yes, we're fucking greedy. Fine, I can give you $40 million of the merch if you want. But I'm not going any higher. If you want like $100 million, Peter, I'm not giving you $100 million of the merch. No. $40 million is enough money for the fucking merch. This is more than what you make for your base in fucking Hollywood. It's a good deal. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, I gave you a good fucking deal. Because Peter's a billionaire, he's gonna demand a lot of money. He's very powerful. He's very rich. He's a billionaire. He's a powerful director. He's greedy, obviously. He's gonna demand a lot of money off me and VJ. And VJ's like, holy shit, I think Peter's a greedy fucking pig. Yeah, he is a greedy animal, obviously. He's a greedy pig. I'm saying Peter Jackson's a greedy pig, obviously. He's a greedy animal. Yeah. Peter Jackson's a greedy pig. I'm saying he's greedy. I'm saying. Yeah. Like, Peter, I gave you the deal last time. I gave you a $500 million deal. You know what I'm saying? Which is like $520 in New Zealand money. I gave you a $500+ million deal. I gave you a $1.020 billion budget. I gave you perks. You're going to be staying at a nice luxury suite in Vancouver for more than a year. You get limo services. You get your luxury buffet. You get to work at my grandpa's look-like property. For the concert artists writing the script. Yeah, I gave you nice perks. Flying on my $300 million jet. The parties on my $300 million condo. My $600 million yacht. Being featured on the magazine Actors on my website. The billboard in front of my property. And around the Vancouver city. Nice perk, obviously. And featured on my Sky Source News. Gave him a good deal, yeah. Being featured on my commercials. I'll have Peter do 2 commercials. One the first year and one the second year with the actors. The first year with the 7 team. So the first year you can do a commercial with him, Guillermo Torres, wife Fran, Barry Osmond, and my 7 team. 1 commercial. And the second year he does 1 commercial with the actors. Pay him $30K for it. It's a good deal. I can pay him $30K to consult for the Zanis game if I do the Zanis game. Pay Peter $30K to consult for the Zanis game. Just me and him consult with him a little bit. Give him some ideas, and that's it. Pay Peter $30K for it. It's a good deal. And I'm more than happy to consult for $3,000. It's a good deal. Yeah, Peter. If you want like $200K, I'm not going to give you $200K for consulting. $30K is enough. Pay him. I'll pay you with $30,000. All you have to do is consult like once a week for a couple months the first year. For the game, you get your $30,000 check. That's a good deal for Peter. And then Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, or Peter Rice, James Gunn, whoever I hire, right? Pay them like $15K to consult for the game. Hey, all you guys have to do is just meet with them like once a week for a couple months, and I'll pay you $15K for it. I'm not gonna pay as much as Peter. You're not as big as him. Pay them like 10, 12, 15 grand. That's a good paycheck for those guys, for your two-star developers. I'm saying. I'm gonna be very strict with Peter. Peter, even though you're the boss of my movie, I'm not giving you full power. I'm not gonna give you. Hey, you have full creative power for your notes. As a director, you have full creative power, but I have a bit of say. I have a bit of say in some of the decisions. Guys, what do you mean? Okay, the first thing, I don't want Zayn's to be a PG-13 movie. I don't want Aerith to be a full-on CGI wolf. Because I'm scared if I give Peter full power, he has full power, but if I give him if I give him like complete full power, I'm scared Peter will have Aerith be a PG-13 wolf, and will have him be CGI, full-on CGI. Because Peter loves full CGI. He loves CGI. Yeah, people might tell me, Ivan, why are you not a fan of full CGI for Aerith? Like, everyone uses CGI for villains. They use that for Thanos, Avatar Ivan, Steppenwolf. I'm like, yeah, Peter, look how they turned out. They looked a bit cheesy because they looked a bit too computery. They look amazing, but they look a little bit computer because it's full on CGI. No, I don't want Aerith to have that too computer look. I want him to look more natural, like your ring race in Fellowship of the Ring. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he looks more natural, but he looks also very amazing. Ivan, are you saying you want your world to look very natural? No, I don't want it to look too natural. Otherwise, the movie will flop. For fantasy, you can't have the world look too natural. Otherwise, your movie will flop. But I don't want it to look at the same time too computery. I want the balance. So you want the 50-50 balance? Yes. I want the 50-50 balance of a lot of CGI and a lot of practical effects. That way the world looks amazing, but it also looks more natural. Ivan, what are you thinking of that? Okay, I showed him that picture on Twitter. I'm thinking something like this. You know how it looks more natural, but it also looks very amazing? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So you want it looking more natural, but you also want it looking very amazing? Yes. So it'll look a bit computer, obviously, but it also looks a bit more natural. That's why you balance it. You have the 50-50 balance of CGI visual effects and practical effects. Ivan, what about the eagles and the crows? No, the eagles and the crows, you can have them full-on CGI characters. The mosquitoes, the jaguars, you can have them the stags, you can have them be full-on CGI characters. The snakes, those guys can all be full-on CGI, that's fine. But for the wolves and bats, I don't want them full-on CGI characters. I want the extras and the actors wearing the costume and the mask. Okay, I see what you're saying, Ivan. Ivan, how are you going to release your movie, by the way? Like, and I'm saying, did you partner with distributor? Yeah, I partnered with Amazon. Oh, with Amazon, huh? You know what I'm saying? Ivan, are you making more money than them? Are you getting a better chunk of the pie? Yes, I am. Yeah, Ivan, you don't want Amazon to rip you off. Well, Ivan, how are you going to distribute it? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to release it online on Amazon Prime? No, Peter, I'm not releasing online streaming. Well, how are you going to release it, Ivan? Like DVD? Blu-ray? 4K Blu-ray? Oh, 4K Blu-ray, Peter. Oh, 4K Blu-ray, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, holy shit, Ivan, that's nice. You're looking at an unheard of experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan, because you're not releasing your movie at the theaters, 4K Blu-ray is a smart choice. You're looking at an unheard of experience, Ivan, for your movie, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is just put money into a theater system. Yeah, Peter, I recommend, once you get your check, you put money into an IMAX theater at your house. You can easily afford it. You can put a good $1 million, $2 million of your own money, build a private IMAX theater for you and your family to watch my movie. Oh, Ivan, I'll do that. Yeah, I recommend you do that, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think Peter has an IMAX theater. He probably has a theater room in his house. He's rich, obviously. Like, Peter, I recommend you build an IMAX theater room. You can easily afford it. It's pocket change for you. You're rich, obviously. I guarantee Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will build their private IMAX theater, but they'll probably build a cheaper one, maybe. Maybe a $500,000 one they'll build. Whereas me and VJ are going to put like $2 million towards it, and we're going to pimp out an unheard of private IMAX theater room. Yeah. People might tell me, yeah, Ivan, there's no point of build. I'm like, Peter, yeah, me and Vijay thought of building a theater chain, but it's kind of a waste of money. It's expensive. Yeah, Ivan, that's going to cost you billions, Ivan. You don't want to pay that money, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan, there's no point in building a theater chain. You know what I'm saying? Why would you have us pay like $17 3 times when you can just buy the 4K Blu-ray box and you can watch as much times as you want at home? All you have to do is just put money into the theater system. You still got a good experience at home. Yeah, you got a good experience at home. I have my IMAX theater, so I'm gonna get the IMAX experience in my house. Not the same thing as watching an IMAX stream at the theaters, obviously. I'll still get an amazing experience at home. 4K Blu-ray's top notch, Ivan. You know your shit. I'm like, yeah, Peter. Yeah, in a box set. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna release the 3 movies at the same time in a box set. Oh, the 3 movies at the same time? Ivan, you can release it year by year. You'll make more money. I'm like, Peter, no. I don't want to keep the fans waiting. I know why you want to do this. You want to make more money. I'm not gonna have you make like $1 billion in profit if I release it year by year for the 3 movies. No, you're not worth any more than $450 million. I'm gonna release it all at the same time in a nice in a box set, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, that's nice, Ivan. A nice proof. Yeah, and I might have the box set come with a map, a poster map, and you can hang the map in your house. Ivan, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? He's like, holy shit, you know your shit. I'm saying, yeah, 4K Blu-ray, nice box set. I'm like, yeah, Peter. Holy shit, Ivan, looking at Under Experience, 4K Blu-ray is top notch. It's better than even 1080p at the theaters, Ivan. Yeah, theaters are cooler experience, obviously, but the technology of 4K Blu-ray beats out 1080p at the theaters, Ivan. Yeah, the theaters is 1080p. It's not 4K Blu-ray. It's 1080p. Cooler experience, obviously, with the Dolby speakers and all that stuff. But the technology of 4K Blu-ray is better than what you get at the theaters. The theaters is 1080p, whereas 4K Blu-ray is double the technology of 1080p. It's advanced. 4K Blu-ray is advanced Blu-ray, enhanced Blu-ray, pretty much, right? Yeah, unheard of experience. Yeah. So make sure you tell Peter, I don't want Zanes to be PG-13. John probably told him to tell me, Ivan, like, rated R is too much, man. Like, you don't have to have Zanes be rated R, Ivan. You can have a PG-13 like John. If you have Zanes rated R, PG-13, it will not be as good. It will still be a masterpiece, but it will not be as powerful of a story. So Tactics in agony for Azog-looking non-scary wolf. No. Ivan, he'll still look a bit freaky. Yeah, he'll look a bit freaky, but it will not be a powerful story. Erotet and them have to be devils to create a more powerful story. And when you read my book, it is very clear that Erotet is a devil walking in the south. The Southerners call him the devil king in the south. Ivan, but kids won't be able to watch this. John, the kids can watch when they're older. It's not a big deal. Because Peter might be like, Ivan, like, the kids won't be able to watch this movie, man. You got to think about the kids, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Peter, don't play that game with me. You guys all turn me into a porn star. All those kids are going to watch my porn videos. Don't play this fucking game with me, guys. I will win the game. I will school you in the argument. Don't play this kid game with me. Okay? You turn me into a fucking porn star, and all those kids watch my fucking porn videos. Don't play this fucking game with me. These kids can watch it when they're older. It's not a big deal. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Rated R will make Zanes create a more powerful story. But for the sex scenes, I will dial it down. I'm not going to have full-on nudes like Game of Thrones. No, I'm not a fan of that. I want the actors to be comfortable. For the sex scenes, I'll have like Ivan Doge has his shirt off. You see a bit of his butt maybe, and you see maybe parts of Ariana Grande's parts, her breast part, maybe a small little part of it. But you don't show the private parts and any of that stuff. No, I'll dial it down to like PG-13. For the sex scenes, I can PG-13 it or like 14 plus it. Like what you got for Underworld Rise of Liking. It's a sex scene like that. You see like parts of the sex scene like that. Yeah, Ivan. Yeah, guys. Don't worry. I'm not gonna have full on nudes for Zanes. That's crazy. No, I'm not a fan of that. I want the actors to be comfortable. I'm gonna have them show partial nudes, like what you got for Underworld Rise of Liking, something like that. That way they're comfortable and they're not. That way, Yvonne, Julian, and John Megan, all of them are comfortable. Obviously, don't have them show their private parts. No, that's too much. No, dial it down. But for the action sequence and everything, it's all gory, man. It's rated R, man. And Erotet and them are demons. You see heads getting cut off, all that stuff. And Erotet and them are all demons, obviously. And you'll get a better movie if it's rated R. I know what I'm doing. If Erotet and them are demons. When you read Zanes, it's clearly a rated R movie. 17 and up, 17 plus book when you read it. It's not a children's book like Narnia, man. No. It's a teen and up book, man. Peter's like, Ivan, you're right. If you have Erotet and them be devils and have it be rated R, it'll create a more powerful story. You're smart, Ivan. You're right, Ivan. Yes, Peter. Stay away from PG-13 Zanes and PG-13 Erotet. And stay away from full-on CGI Erotet and Ephesus. I don't want these characters to be full-on CGI. Okay, I was just saying, yeah. I know what I'm doing. So all we have to do is we have John Haldon design what? Barak. And they build that big set of Barak. A nice, like, 1.5 acre huge, like, city, obviously. And you have the thousands of extras and all demonic wolf characters in the scene. You film it, and you apply the special effects towards that city. You're looking at something unheard of. A massive city, and all the demonic beings live in that city, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And all these extras and the voice actors for all these characters, they're going to get better acting with them because they can actually see their surroundings. They're not acting in a blue screen and a green screen like you do for motion capture full CGI. You know what I'm saying? That's the con about full CGI. Full CGI, the actors are acting on a blue screen and on a blue screen and green screen, and so they have to constantly imagine their surroundings. Hence why you won't get as good acting from them. Once you have them wear a mask and a costume and they see each other, they see the city, you're gonna get better acting. They can imagine their surroundings, all my actors will see the demonic mask that you're going to get better acting from them. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. You'll get a better movie. But even though I want practical effects, I don't want my world to look too natural. Otherwise, the movie will flop. Having your world looking too natural for fantasy is not a good idea. It will flop. But at the same time, it's not good to have it look too computery. But at the end of the day, it's better for fantasy. It's better to have your world look more computery than look too natural. Your world is too natural, your movie will flop. But too computery does not look too great either. Just like the Hobbit movies, right? Make sure you balance it. The 50-50 balance with practical effects and visual effects CGI. I know what I'm doing. And tell Peter that, no, not what they know, obviously. I'm saying. So Peter will help me co-write the script, make the calls for the main things as I mentioned in my past videos, take his notes, do the concept arts with me, sign the crewmen the first year, and he'll help me sign the stars the second year. And we're also going to have to go over the script 2 more times for 2 more drafts. Write that amazing script, obviously. Because Peter's, before I shut this camera off here, because Peter's greedy, he might I sent Yvonne Joj in. Peter might be cheap. Ivan, pay Yvonne Joj $600K. That's good enough, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? The rest of his money, give it to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, Peter, stop being fucking greedy. I'm not going to pay Yvonne Joj $600K. That's a shitty paycheck. Ivan, that's a good paycheck. That can last him for 3 years, Ivan. I'm like, no, Peter. Pay him his 4. That way he walks away with a nice $2.1 million check in his bank. That can last him for 8, 9, 10 years of his life. And give him a nice $5.5 million of the film profits for the royalties. And sign him to a nice deal for the game. Give him $250K for the merch, $60,000 commercial money, a gift card, a $2,000 gift card, $300 gas. Give him a good deal like that. That's what I'm saying. Fine, I haven't paid him his 4. I'm just saying he's ripping you off. Peter, neither are you worth $800 in my fucking royalties, Peter. You ripped me off too. Yeah, but I'm playing. I'm much bigger than them. Yeah, that's why I'm paying you $500, but you're pushing. I'm not going to pay you any more than that. That's what I'm saying. Peter, I know you think Yvonne Joj has ripped me off, but trust me, he's a Hollywood actor. If you want to get the best acting out of this Hollywood actor, you pay him his millions the way he works much harder for you, and you'll get an unheard of Oscar level worthy performances. Better acting than what you even got for Lord of the Rings actors. You know, Ivan, you're right. I can only imagine how hard these actors are going to work for me because they all sign their massive deals. Yes. And Peter's all shocked. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, this is the biggest contract ever for entire cast. This blows Hollywood out of the water, Ivan. Yeah, my Lord of the Rings actors all got peanuts, Ivan. Only Ian McKellen got his millions. Everyone else got their peanuts, Ivan. Holy shit, your company blows out of the water. Yeah. I have a much more better experience working on your movies than I did fucking you on Lord of the Rings, Ivan. The doc team's filming him too. It feels like we're in a movie. Yeah, they're appearing on me and the actors all having a blast. Yeah. That's why Zane's the best story told the most adventure. Yeah, man. Best story told the most adventure. Yeah, man. Anyways, in this video, I'm going to shut this camera off, upload the video, take my shower, go to the store, get some beer and smokes. I might get some Subway or something like that. So I would enjoy the video with you when I come back. So I would I'm signing out. Peace.